description we all could do with. Now, to live your life in tune with the ancient Celtic spiritual traditions of this land is most unconventional. However, Valerie Waters met a lady who aspires to live her life which celebrates nature and the seasons in keeping with these very old traditions.
In this log cabin imported from Finland to Ravensdale, County Louth, is where Dolores Whelan lives. Originally from County Cavan with a science background, and having lived in the US where she received an MA in spirituality from Holy Names University, she has settled here at the foothills of the Cooley Mountains. This is where she works in the area of human and spiritual development, using the wisdom of the Celtic tradition. Many thinkers and writers have influenced her. She quotes a prayer from the late John O'Donoghue and aspires to live by it every day.
Let me have the courage today to live the life that I would love, to postpone my dream no longer, but do what I came here to do and waste my life on fear no longer.
And Dolores has not postponed her dream. She has come here to County Louth to do what she does best, and that's living a life that celebrates the seasons of the Celtic calendar.
In all of the different seasons, Ravensdale is beautiful. And there's something about the land here that calls me and that holds me. I just really love living here. I love the tranquility of it. I love the beauty of it.
For the past 25 years, Dolores has been studying the Celtic tradition of this country. She has written a book, Ever Ancient, Ever New, Celtic Spirituality in the 21st Century.
When I talk about the Celtic tradition, I'm actually talking about the indigenous tradition of this country, which is megalithic, Celtic and Christian, and lots more besides.
Back in the 1980s, Dolores started to research the Celtic understanding of time and became fascinated with the idea that there was a different way of measuring it. Now she and American artist Cynthia Mathiai have created this detailed Celtic calendar.
The Celtic people began their year not on the 1st of January, but on the 1st of November. And that the first season was the season of Samhain. And the season of Samhain was when the country was going into darkness, the energy was going into the centre of the earth. And at that time of the winter solstice, which is the time of greatest darkness, the new light is born, the new light of the new year, and in the Christian tradition, the new light of the Christ, born at that time of the darkest time in the year. And that light is very fragile, and it grows deep inside. It's lit in secret almost, and it grows until we come to Imbolc, or Lá Eile Bride, when the light has grown enough that it's possible to be seen. And so Lá Eile Bride, even up until very recently, is hugely significant time in Ireland. So then we move on through the year, and the light grows and the life force grows, and spring happens, and we have the spring equinox when we have equal day and equal night, and that's mirrored in the Christian tradition by Easter, again the resurrection of the new life. And then we have Bealtaine, when in Ireland the whole country begins to blossom, and that is a very joyful time in Ireland, so that's celebrated. And then we move towards the summer solstice, when we have, and this is very interesting, maximum daylight, the longest day, the shortest night. At the moment of the summer solstice is the seed of the winter solstice. So the moment that the summer solstice is over, we begin the decline of the light. It goes back. So we move towards Lunasa. So we have the beginning of harvest at Lunasa, and then the final part of the harvest is at the autumn equinox. And then that's, in a way, the beginning of the end. And between the autumn equinox and Samhain, there's a kind of a pause and a breathing out.
And part of life here at Ravensdale is the number of callers who come to visit Dolores as friends or as those seeking help with spiritual development. Husband and wife Brendan and Maura Lennon from nearby Dundalk call today to meditate with Dolores.
Meditation to me has been always of great value, ever, as I said, since I started, maybe 30 years ago. And the quietness in this house, the peace in this house, is something that encourages, in some sense, meditation. I think anybody that came here, it was the house, the atmosphere that really did strike home to them, that it was really a valuable experience.
As well as writing, Dolores's work involves reading the work of poets and philosophers and facilitating tours to ancient sites. She has found a nature-centred way of living where she can access her own truth, her own wisdom and creativity.
And if you're interested in obtaining Dolores's book and calendar, then go to